Alright, today I'm unboxing our ACES fuel delivery system. Handy daddy box cutter. So I bought this for about $5.89, I think, on sale they had. This is the KILLSHOT Fusion Lite. Reason why I got this system was so I could put it with pair it with my small block 350 on my 76K10. They told me that it could be used with my HEI distributor. I didn't feel like buying a new distributor since that one's very new. Looks like we've got milk, we've got a main relay and fuel pump relay harness. Looks like these are all labeled. Come on. Okay. Very descriptive. You got the amperage on everything. What do you call these? Deutsch connectors or whatever? Fuse connector. That one's a 30 amp fuse. Okay. Everything's marked. 12 volts battery. Main 12 volt out. Main relay. Yep, everything's. You even got your fan. Fan 2, fan 1, fan 2. That's your fan relay, I'm guessing. Let's see what that is. That one is 20 amp. I think my fans run 30 because it's a dual electric fan setup. Here's your second wire, or third wire. It says Coal A. So this is for our HEI distributor, I'm assuming. This looks like the little ball arm for a 5 or 8 inch screen. I did upgrade. I think it's like $50 more to get the little 5-inch screen. I just said the hell with it. Got it. Oh look, I know this is what you guys really want to see right here. You guys want to see the swag. Got our sticker. So that's going to go on my toolbox. Because I got shit to the stickers on my toolbox. I think this is for like a Bluetooth connect, maybe. I don't know what that. Oh, this is maybe for a firewall. Grommet, looks like. And they did come with a cool little keychain. We have some little bumper stop looking deals. I don't really know what the hell these are for. We'll find out though. Sorry, I'm taking forever. I'm having a lazy day. And there's our 5-inch screen. It's not bad. This is like the size of a smartphone. This is pretty about the same size as a smartphone. So if you're planning on running your smartphone anyway, but you don't want to connect to Bluetooth every time, I guess you could just get this guy for like an extra 50 or 80 bucks. I can't remember how much it was, but I think that's about right. And then here's your cable. They give you plenty of cable length to run all the way to where you need to run it. This looks like about a good 10 feet at least. So you could probably mount this sucker anywhere in the cab. hoping I get my camera angle right. If I don't, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is... I balled it up. Yeah, so I'm a hair under 6 foot. That's probably about 8 foot. 8 foot of cable. So you really can mount that anywhere. And you know, if it's a Chevy, this is my buddy's C10 that we've got pulled apart. We've got the heads off and everything. But your carb would sit about here, or your TBI would sit about here. So you have so much room to pop in the firewall and mount it anywhere in the cab you want it. Driver's side, under your dash, wherever you'd like to put it. So you have tons of room. Tons of cable to mount it where you want. Okay. I'm guessing this is, yep, coolant temperature sensor. And this one is, oh nice. So the coolant temperature sensor they send you is like one off of like an LS motor, you know, or an early LS. You got the little connector there. Old school ones, I have an old school one, looks like this, you know, the single connect. So that's definitely an upgrade. They sent me a system sensor and small electronics sensor. Okay. Oh, okay, so this is the O2 sensor they sent me. Now I did read some comments, just so you guys know, and some guys upgraded to the Bosch O2 sensor, and they said the Bosch ran better. This one's labeled from ACES, so I'm guessing ACES made this in-house. But some people will complain about this, and they said that they went ahead and upgraded to the Bosch one. But they did do a good job on this O2 sensor. They even put anti-seize on the threads there, and you got a nice thick crush washer. So I mean, it looks great. I'm definitely gonna run with this, but I mean, I always have a backup just in case. So I do have a Bosch backup that's in the shop already. I didn't buy it because of just what that guy said, but I did buy it in case. And there's your connector right there. Pretty neat. Okay, I can't wait to install that. And there's your bung. They do send you a bung. I'll weld that up to my headers. I've got them out of the truck right now too. Here's another cable. Looks like another 6 or 8 foot cable. It says USB. This is your CAN bus connector. It's a USB on one end and like another plastic connector on the other side. It's got plenty of pins in there. 4 pins, 4 female, 4 male. And then the main entree here. They did send gaskets, so that's a plus. They did send all thread here to mount your carb, and then for your air breather here too, and also nuts. They got a couple plugs too. That looks like a 1/4 inch plug with an Allen. You got yourself a little 1/4 inch right here for your vacuum. All right, let's see here. This is additional wires. Damn, you pretty much send you a whole freaking harness. Yeah, here's your fans, individual fans. Damn, yeah. So you got your tack in, tack out, sensor to ground, ground trigger, TPS out. Yeah, okay, so this is pretty cool. They label everything. So again, voice connector. Let's see here. Lots of wiring This is gonna feel a little overwhelming, but with everything labeled, once you lay it all out, I'm sure it'll be cool. Yeah, I got a nice ground there too. All right, let me get to the meat and potatoes. If I can get to it. Yeah. All right, this is what you all came here for. Okay. Yeah. So there's your module right there. It comes with those AN fittings too. I'll have to go to the hardware store and buy some. Looks like they didn't send me any. But that's okay. For the price, I mean, I don't mind doing a little legwork. There it is. This is what they shipped me. Machining's done really well. There's really no blemishes, so I'll give them that for their quality control on machining. Good job, guys. Nice and flat on this side. Very nice machining. These guys are a newer company. Very nice connectors. Overall, just by looking at the build quality on this, I'd say freaking 10 out of 10. I think they knocked it out of the park. Good job, guys. I like that. So I will be shooting a little install on this product, and hopefully get my buddy on something like that. But what we're doing, we're installing it on this guy. Okay, getting rid of the old Quadjet. I put this 350 in myself a couple years back. We're getting rid of these headers because they drop too far down and they're in the way of my drive shaft. So these headers are going to replace with some Summit ones. They're good headers. They're used, but you know, I flattened them out, checked them with a machinist square, you know, took material off where I needed to make sure they're straight, and they belted up. I put some graphite gaskets on, and then I also put the exhaust silicone with copper in it, and I have no leaks at the manifolds. So if you're planning on reusing some headers, that's the way to do it. Also, we go with these guys right here, these bolts. They have the Allen inside too, so if you need to take them out real quick with the Allen, you can take them out with the Allen after you break them right there. If you can't get a socket, like on these sides over here, this is so close. One of my instructors taught me about those right there. So this is going on pretty much, it's pretty much stock other than the long tubes and dual plane intake. I think that's a 620 CFM Quadjet we're replacing with. Original HEI. I'm gonna see if it runs on a intake pump, which I have this motor on a mechanical pump right now, but I'm basically gonna keep the mechanical pump there, just take the rod out, and then just keep it for just in case, along with the Quadjet is going in the toolbox, just in case I ever need to swap them out for some odd reason, you know, EMP. Just kidding. Yeah, and we'll connect right up to that distributor, run it off an intake pump fuel, and we'll run the same air cleaner. So that's gonna be all upgraded. I need to fix all this rat nest of wiring, and then we'll see how we can get it running good, because right now it runs great. So I'll do a little test here. We'll run it right now so you guys can see how it runs. because these boots might be arcing off on that corner. Yeah, I got a little exhaust leak because I haven't welded that exhaust to the collector because I knew I was going to go with new headers. But that's carb, and I'll do the EFI comparison whenever I slap that bad boy on. So here we go. All right, I gotta go back and do some honeydews.